Hey everybody, I am the one, the only Ty D 80s guy, and welcome to Ty D 80s guys. Great 80s and 90s Museum! In celebration of this being the first ever Banjo-Kazooie focused episode of this series, I want to debut a new shirt. It's a large Glacier National Park t-shirt that my dad got for me when he vacationed there in Montana during the last week of May. See that big grizzly bear? You can just picture it with a big blue backpack with a big loudmouth red and yellow brie gull riding inside. And look, there's Spiral Mountain in the background. Thanks a lot for the shirt and for the haircut yesterday afternoon. It's in the 90s here and I really needed it. Love you, Dad. In this big Season 4 premiere, I'll be discussing how a Banjo-Kazooie sequel could be on both Microsoft's Project Scarlett and the Nintendo Switch. And much more. Wait a second, how did that get here? Is this much better? Hello, it's me, Mario. How you doing today? I am doing fantastic. Woohoo! Ha ha! I'm back in the bright yellow spotlight again. I missed you so much. I am so happy to finally be back on Ty D 80s guys, 80s and 90s video world. Well, I hope that you enjoy making and playing all kinds of creative courses in Super Mario Maker 2. Enjoy the show. Thanks a lot, Super Mario, for that great greeting and the great singing of the theme song. It is awesome to have you back in the series again. The main cast never left. I just decided to give them a much needed big break. So now it's time, TYME, to make this season the best season of this series yet. And the biggest improvement is much less captions on screen. Yes, there will be some, but not nearly as many as there have been. That's just way too many distractions on screen when you're trying to watch an episode. There's also the new format of me or another main cast member or members having an opening scene giving you a small preview of what the episode will be about. And that then leads to another main cast member or members giving you a greeting and singing the theme song. I really hope that you like this new format. This season will also have the most 80s and 90s stuff of any season of this series yet. Now on to the main topic. It was so exciting to see Banjo-Kazooie get announced as a fighter in Super Smash Bros. Ultimate. Seriously, please go down in the video description and click on Greatly Special Link number 1 to see the Smash Ultimate announcement for Banjo-Kazooie. Gah! Then go below the first Greatly Special Link and click on Greatly Special Link number 2 for the crazy, highly emotional reaction of all the people there during the announcement at the Nintendo World Store in New York City. Both the announcement and this major reaction about drove me to tears. All the emotion that all those people felt at the Nintendo World Store during the Nintendo E3 Direct was how so many of us around the world felt when we saw that reveal. It was so awesome to see Banjo-Kazooie back on a Nintendo console. Some of my best childhood memories playing my Nintendo 64 were when I was playing the beautiful classic 3D platformer Banjo-Kazooie. Gah! Gah! BOTH Rare, the UK-based developer, has been owned by Microsoft since 2002 because Nintendo didn't want to purchase them. It was the worst decision in Nintendo's history. So since Nintendo didn't want to purchase Rare, Microsoft scooped them up for $375 million in cash. They handed Rare all this cash and said, "Oh, we want all of your awesome franchises on our system." And what has happened to Rare now? Well, the franchises that would have sold a lot better on Nintendo pretty much flopped, and their best-selling titles are the Kinect Sports series and Sea of Thieves. And then there's that upcoming revival of Battletoads, which looks like your typical Cartoon Network cartoon that looks like it was drawn by a bunch of kids in elementary school. This is not the awesome Rare that was on the Super Nintendo and the Nintendo 64. But then earlier this year, Microsoft was nice enough to allow their smash hit Xbox One exclusive Cuphead to be on the Switch, where it then became a big hit on the Switch eShop. Xbox President Phil Spencer even said that he had no problem putting Banjo-Kazooie in Smash. There have also been a lot of rumors that state that Microsoft wants to bring Xbox Live and Xbox Game Pass to the Nintendo Switch. And since Banjo-Kazooie are being allowed in Smash, it raises the question, just how far back does this sudden partnership with Microsoft and Nintendo go? For years, Nintendo and Microsoft have been like Banjo-Kazooie. Banjo is the more easygoing, family-friendly character. And then there's Kazooie, and she is not afraid to be more in-your-face and violent, like the games on Xbox. Did this really strange relationship start early last year? Did Rare and Microsoft go to Nintendo and say, "Look, we already have a Banjo-Kazooie sequel in development, and we want to bring it to the Nintendo Switch"? Huh? Here's what I think might happen. Next year, a few days before E3, during Microsoft's press conference, Rare takes the stage and shows the announcement trailer for the Banjo-Kazooie sequel. It is revealed that it will be releasing on Project Scarlett during the Christmas season of that year. The audience goes crazy and it gets the loudest reactions of the whole show. Also during the press conference, we find out the real name of Project Scarlett. Then a couple days later, during Nintendo's E3 Direct, at the end of it they say that they have one more thing to show all of you. It's the Switch trailer for the Banjo-Kazooie sequel, and it will be releasing several days after it releases on Project Scarlett. Maybe a little longer than that, but it's still going to be within the Christmas season. But the game will only be released on the more powerful, much more durable Nintendo Switch. And the console would have already been announced a couple months before the E3 Direct. But then at the end of the trailer, they reveal that on June 29th, the Xbox Live versions of Banjo-Kazooie and Banjo-Tooie will be available to download on the Nintendo Switch eShop. And June 29th was picked as the day to release them in celebration of the anniversary of the original Banjo-Kazooie back in 1998 on the Nintendo 64! I want to hear a lot more from you on here. So what did you think of my predictions? Do you think the Banjo-Kazooie sequel will be on both Scarlet and Switch? Please go down in the comments section and let me know what you think, and please keep it clean. Well, that's it for this episode, and I think it turned out pretty good for the first episode of what I think will be the best season of this series yet. So, have a great night or day, depending on where you are, and be fantastically chipperific. Bye. Well, that was a really good episode. I hope that you enjoyed it. Most of the lights are out, and I am very tired. It is way past my bedtime. So, it is time for me to sing. The end. See you in the next episode. Bye-bye.